Hi everyone! Today the goal is to show you how to double your sales thanks to LinkedIn and in particular thanks to Waalaxy. So LinkedIn is the #1 social media for B2B networking. It has millions of users that update their own information. So it's a very powerful database and definitely a place to be. And Waalaxy is a business prospecting tool that automates the search and contact initiation with prospects on LinkedIn. We are the #1 tool in the world with over 150,000 users and over 1,200 reviews with a 4.8 rating on Chrome Store. So I'm Hannah. My goal today is to show you the best tips and tricks to optimize your results. Waalaxy allows you to contact 800 people per month on LinkedIn. You can use Waalaxy for many reasons, mainly for sales, but also works great for recruiting, finding a job, conducting a market research, networking, inviting people to like a webinar. We are the simplest tool on the market that allows really anyone to, without any technical skills, to start prospecting and turn LinkedIn into their #1 acquisition channel in less than 10 minutes per day. So with that said, it's also really important to know how to contact the right person with the right message and not just send out random messages to anyone, so that you can really see the value of LinkedIn and Waalaxy. So that's why today I'm going to show you a general demo so you can see what you can do with Waalaxy, how to create also a good quality list of prospects using our tools, how to write a high quality message also using our tools, and I will also show you our different features. We also have Javier and Celia in the chat to answer your questions, and of course a replay will be available in the next few days. So let's get to it. The first step is optimizing your LinkedIn profile. So before we even think about prospecting and getting started with Waalaxy, this is the first thing that we need to look at. So we won't go into too many details here, but we have a few main things that we need to check. So we'll have a look at our use case today. So this is a profile that we have, for example. We want to check out your profile photo. So you want to make sure it's a professional photo. No holiday photos. It needs to be a nice clear photo of your face. Then we want to look at your banner. So the same thing, we want it to be a nice professional banner with your slogan, definitely keywords and like a call to action. And then we want to have a look at your job title and also your name. So this is the first thing that people will see when you comment different posts. So you want to add what you do at the beginning of your title so that it makes it clear what you do and what you can bring to the table. So if you'd like to dive deeper into this subject, you can also check out our blog article on how to optimize your LinkedIn profile. So the next step is to find the right person. So there are a few ways to find prospects. The first one is from a LinkedIn by doing a search, or you can also use Sales Navigator. So I'll show you that in a minute. And then the second one is our AI Prospect Finder feature. I will also show you that, and this is really a great feature. So the first way that we're going to do a search, I will show you with Sales Navigator. You don't have to have Sales Navigator to use Waalaxy, but we do highly recommend it because it has more filters than just LinkedIn. And so you can be more specific and segment your lists easier. It's good to know that a standard LinkedIn search returns about 50% of false positives. So for example, if you're looking for a business developer, it will also show you developers, and that's not the same job, not the same audience, that's not who we're targeting. So knowing that you can contact 800 people a month, we don't want to contact 400 people that aren't relevant to us. So we already know that they won't be interested, so we won't be wasting our precious quotas. But no worries, with the technique that I'm going to show you today, you will be able to get really good results. So for this use case, that we have today is someone that does tax optimization for high income employees. So we want to search for that target audience. So let's take, for example, interior designer. They earn a good living and are not necessarily educated on tax optimization topics. So in our search, we want to go, so here we're going on Sales Navigator, and here we are going to click on interior designer. We want to add the brackets because otherwise it would just either show us interior or designer, whereas we want both. As you can see, we have many results, and the idea is that we want to filter them as maximum as possible. So what we can do, we can add, for example, we want someone with more experience, so we can add filter through with the years, so 3 to 5 years, 6 to 10 years, more than 10 years. We can also add, for example, the location. So here we could choose, for example, New York. Okay, so here we can exclude students. So just need to press on that. Assistant. We can also exclude, for example, retired people. There you go. So as you can see, the list has now gone down a bit. So all we have to do is click on the little Waalaxy logo. And then here you can actually select a member where you would like to import your prospects. For the sake of the demo, I'll just continue with our use case. You can also choose how many people you like to import. So for example, we can select 500 people, and then here all you have to do is validate. It's really important to take the time to exclude and filter your list as much as possible, because the better quality of the list, obviously the better results you will get later. So I've already imported the list earlier, but once this is important, you can once again have a look for false positives. So here on our list, we're going to write interior designer. Okay, so then we can select everyone, and then we can create a tag. So you can either create one, I've already got one done, so I'm just going to select it, and as you can see, everyone has been tagged with interior designer. So when we go back to our prospect list, as you can see, people that have the name interior designer have also the tag, and all the people that don't, obviously don't have this tag. So now, if we want to exclude these people, so we can, so here you just go on tags, exclude, and I can write interior designer. Okay, so now we have all the people that do not have the tag. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to select them all, and we are going to put them to a blacklist. So move to, and then I already have a prospect list called blacklist. The reason why we put them into a blacklist is obviously because we don't want to contact them with our campaign. But if, in example, in 6 months' time, we want to import more interior designers, we don't want to import them again and go through the filter again. So it just saves time. There's also a new way to clean up your list that's really quick to use. All you need to do is just click on this button here that says clean my list, and we want to keep interior designer, and then verify my list, and then here it will just go through all my list and just keep the interior designers, and it will automatically scan through and do it all for you, and it will show you at the end how many false positives that we have. And it's done a terrific job. As you can see, our list is clean, so that is perfect. The second way to find prospects is thanks to AI. So this is definitely one of my favorite features. You can either use it on a list of leads like the one that we've just done, or you can also have a list of your top clients that you can import into Waalaxy, and then use the AI prospect finder feature to find more people that are like your clients. So the AI goes through over 200 million LinkedIn profiles to identify the most relevant contacts. So all you have to do is click on AI prospect finder. You then write down the number of people that you would like to import. So for example, we could do 50, and then you just click on launch AI, and then as you can see, the list will start to come in with new prospects. So the difference between a search and the AI is that when we are looking for keywords like interior designer, whereas the AI works with semantics, so it will find relevant profiles of people that might not have written interior designer, but it means the same thing. So you tend to find more original profiles, which are often less contacted as well, and so they are also more likely to answer you. So as you can see, in just a few minutes, minutes, we have successfully imported 14 new prospects with really good profiles. So now that we've done the first step, we can move on to the second step, which will be creating your campaign and writing a good message. So you have many different options. 99% of responses occur within the first 3 messages, and only 5% of people respond to invitation notes. If you have LinkedIn Premium, we recommend to send an invite with a note plus 2 messages, and if you don't have LinkedIn Premium, no problem. We can send 1 invite without a note and then 3 messages. If you send over 3 messages without getting an answer, it's considered spammy, so we don't really want to do that. So when you send an invitation with a note, you're less people will accept the invitation, but then they are more likely to be interested in what you are offering. Whereas without a note, people are more likely to accept the invitation, but you can't really tell if they are actually interested in or not in your offer. So anyway, what we're going to do, we are going to send an invite without a note and then 3 messages. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on all the people. I'm going to start a campaign. So here we go. So then I'm going to do browse sequences, and we're going to use the filter. So we're going to do 1 invite, and then we're going to add the messages, and we would like 3 messages. So here we go. We can select this one. So perfect. I'm going to name the campaign because obviously I want to be able to know who I'm sending it to. So I'm going to write interior designer. I'm going to click on next. So we're going to not add a note, so continue. We are going to send a message after 1 day of once they've accepted it. So we'll just click on next. Okay, so now that we have chosen our campaign, now the goal is to write a good message. And to do that, we mainly want to start a conversation with our leads by asking questions about them, to start connecting rather than just trying to directly sell to them. Because we all like to buy things, but no one actually likes to be sold to. So we have 2 options. We have our new feature called Whammy that writes messages for you. So it produces messages that will be better than 80% of what people actually write, because it has perfected mastery of copywriting codes. But the best messages remain, the 20%, and they're the most original and, that require human touch. So it's already very good as it is, but, you can always optimize it by adding your own personal touch. So let's write out this message. So here we go. On the side, we have Whammy. So we want to write interior designer because that's who we're targeting. Then I allow my clients to optimize their taxes. I offer 100% legal optimization, and then we can just do like a Calendly link. Perfect, there we go. So we can generate the message. There you go. So as you can see, it has respected our all the copywriting codes. So like less than between 300 and 500 characters. We have a hook to grab their attention. We also have the value proposition to show them how you can help them, and there's also a call to action to let them know how to take the next step. The mistakes that we want to avoid is adding a signature. This isn't an email. You don't need all the polite formulas either. You don't want to write a message like an advertisement, using the words I or we more than 3 times or more. You don't want to include like a brochure type attachment for a first message either. So you need to put yourself into their shoes, or what would make you answer someone. By doing the same things as others, you just get the same results, so you need to stand out. So here we are going to confirm, and then we are going to the next step. Then we have the follow-up message. So knowing that not everyone answers straight away, it's good to have a follow-up message. A good delay would be around 3 days. So if the person actually does answer your initial message, then they will automatically be taken out of the campaign, so they won't receive the follow-up message. In this follow-up message, you can give more details. You want to continue to raise interest and curiosity with a call to action. And also, so I'm going to use one of our templates that I created earlier, and as you can see on the side, we also have our checklist. So I could add the first name, but because I already sent it earlier, it's okay like that. But at least we have the checklist, you know, to make sure that we're writing out a good message. So we can confirm this, and then we can go to the next message. So the third message is where a lot of people get it a bit wrong. We tend to, you know, write like, oh, have you already read my last message? You know, that's kind of basic. So we would like to add, you know, a message that's funny, or, you know, add a little bit of spice. So here is a very good example of a message that you could send. So here we're going to confirm. And so once you've launched your campaign, everything will be sent out automatically within, you know, the maximum quotas per day. Okay, so now I'd like to show you our team feature. So one of the great advantages of Waalaxy is that you can prospect as a team. So it allows you to manage multiple accounts from a single space, as you can see here. And it offers many advantages. So you can save money with progressive discount on seats. So starting from 5 seats, the more seats you have, the less you pay. So you can contact directly our support chat to benefit from this discount. Like I said earlier, it also allows you to just have one account on Sales Navigator, and you can use as many Waalaxy accounts as you want to import your different prospects. It allows you also to avoid contacting the same person twice, thanks to the anti-duplicate feature. And then when a team member joins and they already have some duplicates, you can also choose which member keeps the prospect in their list. So as the owner of the team, you can also switch up. So going up here, you can just directly change what profile you would like to work on, so you don't have to directly connect to their LinkedIn page. Also, what's very handy is that you, you can manage different accounts as an agency. So for example, if you're looking after clients' accounts, you can make sure your clients don't see also the other people in the team. So see other members. You can also add and remove members. You can update you know, different permissions. You know, you can also manage the team duplicates and import different prospects, etc. So you can basically manage all of that in one place. I'm now going to show you one of my favorite features, which is our inbox. So LinkedIn messages are not optimized at all. So we've created our own inbox that's connected to LinkedIn. So when all your messages start pouring in from your different campaigns, then this feature is really great to filter these conversations. So you have all the normal LinkedIn features. So like sending a GIF, you've got voice messages, an attachment, but you can also have extra features like saved replies. So these are extremely handy when you have frequently asked questions. Then, for example, you can directly send out your calendar link, or, you know, answer different questions. So that's really handy here. We also have a reminder feature. So this is also very handy. So for example, you know, if I need to check something out, and then I can go back to the conversation, and it will remind me, oh yes, I need to send out a message to this person. So that's very handy. And then we also have the scheduled message, so send out later. So this is really great. For example, if you're talking to someone and they are going on holiday and you need to get back to them, for example, in 3 weeks, you can already write out your message and then program it for later. Another thing that I find very, very handy is that you can also tag your different conversations. So here, for example, if this person is like an interior designer, or it's like a lead that's interested, or like in a different zone, you can really add whatever tags you want. So for example, just we can just like add like Calendly. So that would mean like, oh, I've sent them you know, a plan. And then here on the side, we can use our filters. So for example, I can include tags or I can exclude tags, and that really helps me organize all my different conversations. So the first 500 conversations are free, so that is quite a lot of messages that last normally a few months. So it leaves you time, to learn how to use it, and then it's €20 a month. Okay, so now I'd like to show you our email finder and CRM synchronization. So here we have gone back to our prospect list, and I'm going to select them, and then up here I can click on start a campaign. I can either choose email finder. There are two ways of sending out an email marketing campaign. So either you can click directly on email finder, which allows you to find your prospects' emails thanks to our tool called Drop Contact. This feature is accessible for all Waalaxy plans, and so around 50% of emails are found, so we charge for the found emails and not for the searching of them. Or we can directly click on browse sequences, and so here we are going to go on filter, and we want so an email finder, and we'd also like to synchronize it with our CRM. So here we can directly click on this sequences, and then we can name it. So for example, I'll continue doing the interior designer, and then I'll click on next. So we have, amount of credits, so we just go on next. And so we have two integrations. So one is HubSpot and the other one is no CRM. The three others are on their way this year, so Pipedrive, Salesforce, and Zoho. But otherwise, you can also use Zapier to connect with the CRM that you use at the moment. We also have an article to help you with that. So those are the main things that I wanted to show you with Waalaxy. If you have any questions, then you can ask them in the chat, and we have Javier and Celia answering. Also, you can contact us on our support chat. We have real humans, and they do a fantastic job. They answer very quickly, so that is definitely a great bonus. A bonus is also waiting for you. Since you stayed until the end of the webinar, you also have an extra week of free trial of our business plan, so you can try out our tool with all the tips and tricks that you've just learnt. So all you have to do is contact our support chat, and they will get that ready for you. Before we end, I have two things that I need to share with you. So we have our own affiliate program. We pay up to 50% commission for the whole lifetime value of your client. So for example, if the client signs up for 3 years, you will earn that commission during the whole time. We also have an onboarding program that allows you to learn everything that you need to know to get started successfully. So this is definitely a great way to earn an extra income. So the link will also be available for you in the chat. So check that out. And we are also partnered up with a company called Lipit, which is really great because it translates all your videos into other languages for you. With the caption, it also clones your voice, so that it really sounds like you, but in another language, and with the accent that goes with it as well, so that's pretty cool. And it also synchronizes your lips, so it really does look like you are actually talking another language, so that's absolutely fantastic. So there you go. If you have any questions, then please feel free to reach out. We are more than happy to help. Thank you for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye.